We have Coach Rowe, Councilman Shekels, Councilman Dones, Councilman Hibbs. I'm not sure about, it's Councilman Buckman and Councilwoman Hart on the call. Okay, yeah, we have Coach Rowe and Councilman Shekels. All right, we have a quorum.
Betty just got on too, Mayor.
All right, thank you. Councilwoman Hart. Okay, this is a special call meeting for the formal presentation of our fiscal year 23 budget to the City Council after we've had 2 work sessions to review it. After today, we will have a first reading on June 14th and a second reading at our second meeting in June the 28th, where we will ordain our fiscal year 23 budget. So in the budget, I want to read my letter in presenting the fiscal year 23 budget to the Bardstown City Council. It's my pleasure to present you the fiscal year 23 budget for the city of Bardstown. Last year, we were still dealing with the significant effects from COVID-19 when we began the previous fiscal year. Fortunately, our city rebounded well from the pandemic with major improvements in business growth, employment, and the physical health of our community. As a result of this growth and return to normalcy, we are better prepared to plan and support the needs of the city of Bardstown and our customers throughout Nelson County. Much of the growth in both the general fund and the combined utilities fund are the results of trends in the marketplace in terms of wages, benefits, and the tremendous increase in the cost of the many capital projects we will carry forward from fiscal year 22 and those we have planned for fiscal year 23. Our contributions to the county employment's retirement system will be 26.79 for non-hazardous employees and 49.59 for hazardous duty employees in this fiscal year. We completed our wage study where the results showed that the city was tremendously behind in wages for our various job positions and classifications as compared to our peers in the private industry. A water and sewer utility rate study was also completed, confirming our increase in rates was necessary to meet our operational costs, as well as capital improvements and debt service. This fiscal year 23 budget reflects the changes that are needed to be made for us to be competitive in recruiting and maintaining adequate staff, along with generating the revenue needed to maintain and expand our utility infrastructure that serves not only the city, but many surrounding communities. The city has been diligent in seeking federal, state, and local assistance for funding from the many capital projects of the general and combined utilities funds. In cooperation with our county partners, we were able to guarantee 100% funding for the much needed access to an alternate water supply in partnership with the Louisville Water Company and North Nelson Water District. This funding freed up available American Rescue funds for this year's budget, and also some of those funds will last through our next budget year. However, a tremendous amount of debt service will have to be added to finance the many capital projects that are needed to address the growth and the demand for city services. This is the budgeted financial plan for the coming year, beginning July 1, 2022 and ending June 30th, 2023. This plan includes the following major items: a significant increase in the salary and wages for our police and fire personnel to properly compensate them for their commitment to the safety and well-being of our community, all while providing us the ability to better compete with neighboring agencies. $275,000 is for the redesign and complete upgrade of the Bardstown Community Park Playground. Approximately $100,000 has been committed for the preliminary study and architectural design and field work of the new multi-purpose recreational facility. A continued investment in our streets and sidewalks of over $850,000 to better connect members of the community through all modes of transportation. And nearly $20 million invested in utility infrastructure projects that include approximately $325,000 to convert overhead electric lines to underground and to purchase specialized equipment to reduce outages. Over $3.8 million dedicated to increase water flow and pressures for the expanding commercial and residential customer base of the East Bardstown water system. $4 million investment in various sewer distribution and plant upgrades to increase capacity, reduce overflows, and better treat the flow throughout the entire system. Over 1.1 million budgeted, or excuse me, 1.4 million budgeted to expand broadband access to underserved areas and increase access to a reliable high-speed fiber within the city. I want to thank the dedicated staff here at the City of Bardstown for their great work and tireless efforts this past year during an unprecedented time in our lives. The City Council has been focused and supportive to the needs of our community and its citizens. Thank you for your service. And finally, I want to thank our citizens and customers for their cooperation and use of city services. It's an honor to serve such a great community, and with your continued support, we will remain one of the best places to live, work, and raise our families. So that's all we have today. You've got the full final version of the fiscal year 23 budget with you in your packet today. We will do a first reading and a second in the month of June's meetings, and we look forward to working with you all and our staff in using this budget to do all the work that we have ahead of us. Anyone have anything else to bring before us related to this topic? Okay, if not, then I would request a motion for adjournment.
So moved, Mayor.
Motion by Councilman Hibbs. Is there a second?
I'll second, Mayor.
Okay, a motion by Councilwoman Hart for a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, we are